Hello, YouTube. Tina here. Um, First of all, I want to say thank you to all those who have served and are serving America, and I want to honor all those who have lost their lives on this Memorial Day. And I just want to give kudos to all those who are in service. Um, I appreciate and I thank you for loving America enough to serve our country. Um, Today I'm going to talk about your testimony. How your testimony can help someone else. My testimony is, it's a hard one. I've been through a lot. I'm almost 50 years old, and I've said before I wasn't always the greatest person, but God has changed all that, and He has turned my life completely around. And by Him doing that, it has allowed me to help many people who are walking the walk that I used to walk. My daughter has a lot of friends, and they're all good kids. Deep down, they're good kids. Some of them are really lost. Some of them drink a lot and do drugs, and I try to guide them. I don't try to preach at them. When my daughter brings her friends over, I let them be them. And many of them find that I'm pretty easy to talk to because I'm pretty laid back since I've done so much in my life and I know nobody is perfect. I accept them for who they are and I let them be them. They all know that they can't do drugs in my house. They all know they have to watch their mouths. I don't allow them to use God's name in vain. And some of them, that is really hard for them because GD is a really big word for them, and every other word out of their mouth is GD. But they all respect me enough that when they step through my door, they try very hard not to use those words and not to do some of the things that they do when they're away from my home, which is really cool. It's really cool to see a kid who every other word out of their mouth is GD when they walk through my doors and they say the word, they're like, oh, sorry, mama, sorry, didn't mean to say that. And they'll replace it with gosh dang or something else. So that's kind of neat when they do that, and I'm thankful to God that He is allowing me to touch these young people and for them to come to me because some of them come to me with major issues. Some of them come to me and they're really depressed and sad and are thinking about suicide, and I can talk to them and change their heart a little bit. And some of them have talked to me about problems that they've had in their life and problems about battling drugs. And I tell them it's not easy. It's not easy, but you got to give it to God and you got to give it to somebody else and let somebody help you. You know. So by God allowing me to go through what I went through when I was younger and even in my middle age, you know, um, it's allowed me to help a lot of people. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that God uses me, that He turned my life around. And now, what I went through, I can help my daughter and some of her friends. And today, in my email, I get a daily devotional from Max Lucado, who I just love. I've read a lot of his books. He's an awesome man of God, and he speaks truth, and I really love to read him and listen to him. So every day I get a devotional from him, and today's devotional, it says, God can make something good out of your mess. The test you're experiencing will become your testimony. 2 Corinthians 1 4 and 5 says, God comes alongside us when we go through hard times. And before you know it, He brings alongside someone who's going through hard times so we can be there for that person, just as God was there for us. You know, sometimes we don't understand when we're going through. You know, we're like, God, what is going on? Why are we going through? Why, God? Why am I dealing with this? And I've been learning that instead of asking why, I ask God, what? What is it what you want from me, God? I'm going through this test. What is it that I need to take away from this? What is it that I need to learn to help others? And that should be our attitude. Our attitude shouldn't be crying out, why me? It should be, what? What do we do with it? How do you want us to use this? Okay, obviously I'm going through this for a reason. Help me to understand. Help me to understand so I can help someone else. And that should be our cry. And this Memorial Day, I've noticed that, people have thrown caution to the wind. I've seen so many places that are just packed. And there's a roller coaster that just opened up around a mountain coaster, opened up around the corner from me, and it was jam-packed full of people. There's no social distancing, and it's like people have just totally put coronavirus behind us. Oh, we're free, we're good. No, you're not. No, you're not. And just because restrictions are being lifted doesn't mean we still shouldn't be safe. I mean, people need to be safe. You know, my daughter is fixing to go on a beach trip, and I am very worried. I am scared, but she's 24, and I can't say, no, you can't go. You know, she's grown. That's her choice. Am I worried? Yes. Yes, I'm worried. I'm worried for her. I'm worried that she may encounter somebody and come home sick. I'm worried that if she does get sick, what about her little man? You know, he'll be taken care of, but I'm scared. What if you come home and you make me sick, or you make man sick, or you make your sister sick? It's a lot of concern, you know, and I so get America's tired of being at home. But so many people have died, and so many more are gonna die. And people don't want to listen. They don't take it serious. They are just, oh, well, it's not me. It's not my family. Who cares? Type of attitude. And that's really wrong. And it's really sad. Because we should all be looking out for one another. I mean, almost 100,000 people have died. Just in the United States. And that may not seem like a lot when you look at the big picture, but it really is. That is. I mean, what's it going to take? Half of America to die before people wake up and say, oh, wow. Went to call my best friend Joe yesterday, and, yeah, coronavirus guy, him. I mean, I don't understand. Are people going to need to be punched in the forehead before they really get this? I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm scared and I don't want to die. I'm listening. I'm listening with ears wide open because, hey, I'm not ready for my life to end. And so many people just, they're not doing that. They don't care. And I think, how can you have a non caring attitude? I mean, I can get why that God's mad. I would. It's a good thing I'm not God, because I would just be done. I would be done with everybody. I'd be like, okay, humans, you are stupid. I'm tired of dealing with you. I'm tired of talking to you. I'm tired of trying to get you to get it. I'm done. There'd be no more humans on the face of the earth because I'd wipe us all out. I would. And thank God. Thank God. He's way smarter than me. And I'm not God. Thank God for that. Because we'd all be in a world of crap if I was. We would. And it's just sad. It's really sad that we have really put God that far on the back burner. And he's angry. He's very, very angry. And people think, oh, God isn't going to do anything. He's doing something. He is. And it's going to get worse. Because instead of us listening, we're ignoring him. And we're not listening. And we're not taking it seriously. And we're not doing what we're supposed to do. And as a parent, when I tell her to do something and she doesn't do it, I get angry. And I tell her again, and she still doesn't do it. That makes me even madder. And I look at her and Jasmine, I'm not playing with you. Please do this. And she still doesn't do it. Well then, oh crap, it just breaks loose. It breaks loose because then she's going to get her butt popped or she's going to get grounded. Something bad's going to happen. She's going to get something taken away from her. Lose her tablet, lose electronics, whatever. But she's going to get a punishment. And if we as parents and we as human beings have this mentality, okay? God gave us this mentality. How do you think he feels when we don't listen? It takes a lot for him to get angry. And he's angry. He's really angry. And we need to wake up. Because we think, oh, it's all good. It's over with. Coronavirus is over with. No, it's not. This is just the beginning. And we have tested God and tested God and tested God and showed him, we're not going to listen to you. We're still not going to listen. We're still going to do whatever it is we want to do. We're still going to open up the states. We're still going to cram into a church and have 500 people sitting shoulder to shoulder. Oh, we're praising and we're worshiping. No, that's not what he wants. He wants us to be safe. He wants us to listen. He gave us these things for a reason. He gave us ways to protect ourselves during this time until a vaccine is found. And we don't care about it. We threw caution to the wind. And it just floors me how many people are going on vacation. How are you able to go on vacation? I can barely pay my bills. So, okay, you got tons of money. You don't have to worry about it. Well, maybe you should be saving that money and staying home and keeping your family safe. But no, it's more important to go to the beach. A beach trip's more important than my child's life. I promised my child a beach trip. Well, I promised my child a beach trip too. But guess what? She ain't at the beach. She ain't going to the beach. And she gets it. She understands. We've had this talk. I told her, when the states open back up and it's safe, then we'll talk about the beach trip. Because we try to go every year. And as the states open back up, she's like, well, Mom, they're open the states back up. Can we go to the beach now? No, honey, we can't. Just because they're opening the states back up, Mommy don't feel it's safe still. There's not a vaccine. There's not a cure. There's not anything. They're working on it. but it's not in place. So, no, babe, we're not going to be one of those people that are out there going on vacation because we can. We're not doing that. We're going to stay home and we're going to stay in our house and we're going to stay in our yard and on our property and we'll play games outside and we'll do a camp out or whatever. But we're not going anywhere outside our little vicinity until I know it's safe and I know my family's going to be safe. And if that don't happen, well, might be a long time before she gets to see her beach trip. And that's fine with me. And she's fine with that too because she'd rather have her mommy and she'd rather have her daddy and her sissy than go spend time at the beach. She's worried. She's worried about her sissy going to the beach. And like I said, we can't tell my daughter, you can't do this. She's 24. It's her choice. I just told her, when you go, just make sure you're safe. Just be safe. Don't be stupid. Because you do have a son to think about now. And I hope that she listens to that. I hope that she does think about her son and safety while she's at the beach. But as for me and my 5-year-old, no. There's not going to be a vacation in our future anytime soon. And it's really sad. I want to go see my mom and dad. They only live 4.5 hours, 5 hours away. And I haven't been to see them. And I'm not going to. One, because I don't want to risk them. And I don't want to risk us. It's not worth it to me. As much as I love my parents, it's not worth the risk. Because I can pick up the phone and say, hey, Daddy, I love you. But if my daddy's not there, then who am I going to pick up the phone to? I can pick up the phone and say, Mom and Dad, you're the best. And it hurts that I can't see my mom and dad because I love them very much. And it hurts that they live so close and I can't go spend the weekend with them. But if it means that it's protecting my mom and dad because they're older people and it's protecting us, then I'd rather have my dad around another 50 years than trying to go and see him and maybe take some infection to him or something to him and him get sick. My mom the same. I'd rather talk to them on the phone and keep them safe than risk their safety. And I wish everybody had that mentality, but they don't. And that's fine. That's, like I said, this is me. This is, how I feel. This is my opinion and how I feel. But I hope as you guys go through your day and your weekend, and I hope you just think about safety and think about God. And if we think it's over, it's not. It's only just begun. I'd like you to thank you for viewing my channel, and I hope you all stay so safe. I hope you all are doing what is asked of us and obeying what they tell us to do, wear the mask. I know some are and some aren't, and I can't force anybody to do anything. All I can do is try to put my voice out there. I love you all, and if you enjoy what you see, please subscribe. And now I want to go in prayer. Lord, I thank you so much for allowing me to have a YouTube channel. I thank you for using me, God. I would love to thank all those who have served and have lost their life, Lord. And I ask that you be with those that are in service now, Lord. I ask that you protect them and you guard them as they try to protect us. God, I'm sorry that people don't listen. And I'm sorry that I don't always listen, God. And I ask that you please just make my ears stronger. Give me a heart that's willing and ready to obey you, Lord. I ask that you continue to use me and that you continue to love me and guide me. And I just thank you, God, for everything that you do. I thank you for supplying all my needs, Lord, all my needs. I may not have all my wants, but I have my needs met, and I thank you for that, God. You are so awesome and so mighty. And I just humbly, humbly come before you. I love you, Lord. In your holy and precious name I pray. Amen. I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a great week. And I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.